Well, what a game we have in store for you today. The hype has been building all week and the fans have pulled. A passionate night in store, no doubt, here at the Estadio de la Cerámica in Spain. I'm Derek Ray at the microphone, and joining me for match commentary is Stuart Robson. And on the menu for you today, live action from La Liga EA Sports. It's Villarreal, and they take on Real Madrid.
Well, Derek, when looking forward to this game, you can't help but notice there are some great matchups all over the pitch, particularly in those central areas. Whichever team wins more of those battles will win the game.
The initial 11 today for the hosts.
Well, they're going to set up as a 4-4-2, which means the front two will need to be clever with their combination play, dynamic with their movement and energetic with their closing down. I'm looking forward to seeing them play here today.
And let's dissect the Real Madrid side. Thibaut Courtois begins in goal. Lucas Vázquez plays with Ferland Mendy in the fullback positions. Jude Bellingham starts alongside Aurélien Tchouaméni in the centre of midfield. And the main striker today is Kylian Mbappé. And he clears the danger. Nicely timed tackle. Mendy. Here's Valverde. Mendy has it. And Valverde. Well, he always has to be regarded as a dangerous opponent, so what should we expect to see from him?
Derek, big moment here.
And a goal! That is a very bright start. Perfect way to open. Baena. Santi Comesaña. Alex Baena. Raúl Albiol here. Parejo. Yeremy. Now Parejo. Yeremy. Plenty of forward momentum here, but can they produce? Jose Perez. Oh, he's through here. Well, the break looked promising, but the danger has been averted. Tchouaméni. Bellingham. Mendy has it. Federico Valverde. Jude Bellingham. Vinicius Junior. Oh yes, what a pass. A routine save. The switch of play now. And it's a quality pass. Might be dangerous. Oh, to level the match. Off the post and back in play.
Well, Villarreal were inches away from equalising there. They need to keep this momentum going, though.
Rodrigo. Room to roam for the merengues here. Rodrigo. How about the cross? Mbappé. Perez. Well, that's how to keep the opposition at bay. Aurélien Tchouaméni. Tchouaméni is with Vinicius Junior. Valverde. Perfectly positioned to take it away. Well, he's certainly not alone. Federico Valverde. Mendy. Chouameni. Now with Bellingham. Who can he pick out? Wonderful chance. And it's in. Real Madrid firmly in charge here. Baena. It's with Raúl Albiol. Alex Baena. Raúl Albiol here. Well, half-time coming up, and this is not exactly what the home fans came to see. Stuart, your thoughts on what we've seen?
Well, they've struggled in this first half. They've been outfought, outplayed and outrun. They need to improve all aspects of their play in the second half if they're to get back in this one.
He read the situation defensively and did his job.
Well, it looks as though Real Madrid are changing their approach here. Rather than trying to dominate possession, they're going to sit that little bit deeper and then look to counter-attack when they win the ball back.
Vinicius Junior. Now with Mbappe. Oh, great defending. This could be troublesome. There's the chip. Oh, how about that for a chip? Savour it. Pure brilliance. Well, it is advantage Real after the first 45 minutes, but there's a long way from being settled. Now with Bellingham. Chouameni. Federico Valverde. On the ball, Rudiger. Villarreal recovering possession. Yeah. Baena. It looked as though they had attacking momentum, but not so. Really inventive stuff from Real here. And let's give credit to the defending. Great strong tackle, throw in forthcoming. Might be able to set up the chance. Well, even marginally offside is still against the law.
Yeah, and he just needed to hold his run for a fraction longer, and he would have been in on goal.
And defensive play to be applauded. Barry. And the decision is one of offside here. Well, who wouldn't want to have Kylian Mbappe in their side? Stuart, a key component of his team.
Well, I really liked his first half display.
Oh, sorry, Stuart, look at this. And the goal it is for Real Madrid. They are on a victory course. Santi Comasanya. On to Perez. Parejo. Well, we have 30 minutes to go. Raúl Albiol. Alex Baena. Santi Comasanya. It's with Parejo. Yeremy. Now Parejo. Santi Comasanya. Pressure applied. Can they make something of it? Rudiger. Well, it wasn't a great pass, was it? Mendy. Vinicius Junior. Pulls it back. Can he play it in? It was a menacing attack, but tidied up. Well, he's been ruled offside. Jude Bellingham. And credit due, a good intervention. Now look at this, they might be able to cash in here. Perez. And a goal! Not over just yet. Lucas Vazquez. Aurelien Tchouameni. Mendy has it. Tchouameni. Rudiger has it. 15 minutes left for play. Holding on to what they have is the priority, apparently. Rudiger. Tchouameni. Lucas Vazquez. And it will be a free kick to Real Madrid. Rodrigo. Oh, that's a super piece of defending. What can Real do from this position? And in with a real chance. Well, it's the late show, and they are level again. Lucas Vazquez. Aurelien Tchouameni. On the ball, Rudiger. Tchouameni. Now with Bellingham. If Real Madrid could come up with a winner at this stage, it could be decisive. Being pressed here. Vinicius Junior. Oh, that's a really good run. Looking for the angle. Not a huge chunk of added time. 1 minute. Rodrigo. Really vital interception here. And there's the whistle.